he's seemingly implying that, hey, size isn't the most important thing. It's important, obviously, on the defensive line, but that Benton is the problem with Benton isn't size. It's that he's just got to start finishing more plays. Like Javon Hargrave averaged 5-6 sacks a season in his 3 years, I think 4 years with the Steelers. And we're just not seeing Benton finish that way. A true nose is only on the field maybe, 25% of the time in this defense?
If you're lucky.
Yeah. So I don't know.
In the base, I mean, I would imagine he might kick in at sometimes,
Might be part of a rotation, maybe a little bit, right? Where
I think you have to. You can't have a guy like that only play 17, 15 snaps a game. He's too talented to stay at nose 100%.
But this would have to be the year. What is this? This is year 2 or year 3 for Benton?
3.
This has to be the year where he makes that leap forward, that step forward at least, and shows you that he can be the guy. That's how he's listed on the depth chart right now. But he's got Y.A. Black breathing down his neck.
Plus, you have contract year next year. This is money year.
Right. So do we have any confidence, given the fact that they gave up 299 yards on the ground to Baltimore in the playoffs, that this defensive line can be that with a rookie in Derek Harmon, as much as we may like him, a guy who hasn't really totally proven himself yet in Benton. And I know Cam Hayward is an ageless wonder, but he's now 76 and a half years old.
You said that, not me.
You said it the other day.
Cam's 25. He's a 25-year-old at heart and in his body. By the way, Hargrave's a little bit different. They called him Wobble for a reason.
Yeah. Center of gravity, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
The big derriere. And I don't think Benton's near that point right now, anywhere close to that. But the thing about Hargrave is not only was he thick from the waist down, he was so quick off the ball, and that's why he's able to get some sacks, and that's why he got paid money. They're just two different players. I don't see Hargrave and Benton being the same guy, but I always look at contract years as the year that the guys seem to figure things out. Darnell Washington, Benton, because they know next year at this time they're going to get paid or they're not going to get paid. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does step it up, but he needs to. I mean, he got the wrestling background. I mean, that's the background you want at that position. I mean, you see across the league, I mean, even on the team with Zach Frazier being guys who are so dominant with a wrestling background.
Now, those two didn't go. It was mini camp, so those two didn't go one-on-one at all, really, this week, did they?
I had to go half speed crap during some.
But that's like
not much of all.
If you are paying attention for things at training camp, when you get ones versus ones, and you get Frazier against Benton, that is definitely worth watching.
Yeah, a lot of times though they only do one rep. A lot of those guys do one rep and they're done. So by the time they start and you get over there and try to watch it, it's over. So it's not like they get a ton of opportunity, at least one-on-one drills. Though you'll be able to see more in team drill type of situations. But I don't know how much, you want Zach Frazier out there. I would assume enough. He's still young. He needs some work. So, yeah, definitely. I mean, you got one of the best centers in the league now. I think that goes without saying. That's a good guy to practice against. But Benton's huge. I mean, that's not the only problem why they give up that many rushing yards. It's part of the problem. The inside linebackers didn't help. That's why they brought in a new inside linebacker coach to hope he can help those guys out. Peyton Wilson hopefully gets a little bit better. Queen might be more acclimated. There's a lot of ifs with this team, right? It seems like what if the offensive line takes that step, if Queen lives up to his, there's a lot of ifs.
Well, but you're right. But you mentioned Malik Harrison. You were high on that move when they brought him in. Cole Holcomb should be healthy again, although I don't know what that looks like. If he's necessarily back to looking like the way he did when he first arrived. So
where he fits in at, though, where's he going to fit in?
Right. Bruner, who's probably just a special teams guy to start. Mark Robinson's still around, I think.
Yeah, I saw him the other day. I'm like, it was 2 years. It was a year and a half ago or whenever it was. He was like, oh, my goodness, Mark Robinson's the LB1. That's all they had before the Patrick Queen. And
right.
Now he's like the LB. I don't know where. Who's this guy? Oh, it's Mark Robinson. I forgot about him.
But I think the point is, like, if those guys play to their potential, okay. But I don't want to say a house of cards on the defensive side of the ball, but it definitely feels like if one domino falls out of place, the whole thing could come tumbling down. And I'm talking about the levels of the defense, not one particular player even necessarily, but like if the defensive line doesn't improve from what they were in the last month of the season, doesn't matter what the inside linebackers do. And vice versa, if the inside linebackers don't improve in the run game, doesn't matter how much better the defensive line gets. And if both of them improve, but your secondary doesn't take a step forward, then does it really matter at all?
Yeah, you're right.